Hello. Let me suggest on the new technology an idea. In a democracy, the people aren't always right. Have you ever met a human being as an individual who's always right and who always should be taken seriously, whose wishes should always be granted immediately? Well, the same thing is true for groups as it is for individuals. That's why the United States of America is not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic. As such, we have structures set in place by our founders to prevent the unwise application of the will of the people from destroying the republic. The foundation of the republic is not the popular will. That's poor civics instruction. The foundation of the republic is the Constitution. The Constitution is the fundamental law. As such, every official who serves our country swears an oath to the Constitution, not to the people, but to the fundamental law. In the year 2016, we face a very difficult and odd situation. Both major parties have nominated truly odious personalities. The Democrats have nominated somebody who is utterly corrupt, openly corrupt, and to whom the law does not apply if the decision of FBI Director Comey is to be taken seriously. The Republicans have nominated somebody that I, a conservative Republican, consider to be a fascist. Certainly somebody who has no sense of the limits of the presidential office, the limits of presidential power, or the give and take in a constitutional republic. Instead, he purports to act like some kind of tin pot dictator, and he expresses admiration for them too. This is bad, because the institutions of the political parties, in both cases, have failed to produce nominees that would be good presidents by any objective, middle-of-the-road standard of competence, honor, character, and ability. Neither Hillary Clinton nor Donald Trump match what the country needs and what the world needs. Moreover, one of the reasons why this year is so difficult is because the institutions of the justice system have also broken down. Hillary Clinton was manifestly guilty, at least enough to be brought before a court and tried. And yet the FBI director made a unilateral decision not to try her, inventing and contorting and writhing law in order to justify his preordained opinion. Before that, the country was faced with a law that's unprecedented, requiring the federal government to manage individual lifestyles, with penalties if the individuals don't want to participate. That's the Obamacare law. And Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts refused to apply the Constitution in two cases, writhing the law, twisting and contorting it, to arrive at a preordained conclusion. In both cases, politics have trumped principle. In both cases, the excuse used has been, well, we don't want to compromise the institution. The institution of the Supreme Court requires that we be mindful of the popular will and the fact that the president was elected and we weren't. So we will find a way to make his will be done. As to FBI Director Comey, he doesn't want to intrude upon the process of history. So he finds a way to dodge responsibility and step out of the path of the popular will, if the popular will is to nominate and even elect someone like Hillary Clinton. This is a dereliction of duty. The reason we are not a democracy is that raw democracy doesn't work on a large scale. In Athens, it devolved to demagoguery, and ultimately, Athens fell. Our founders knew this. They were not admirers of the Greeks beyond a certain point. They saw the Greeks, the Athenians in particular, as a cautionary tale of what not to do. Our model was the Roman Republic. a republic of institutions, of roles, of divided power, wherein no one was going to be given so much power that they could override the system. The system was designed to prevent people from exerting their will or enforcing the popular will in such a way as to distort the society out of its form. The Romans used form to prevent their society from falling into dictatorship, tyranny, and chaos. There are times when the institutions that have been set up need to protect the society from the will of the people. That is the case in a republic. This year, our institutions have failed us. Hillary Clinton should have been brought up on charges. Obamacare should not have been ruled as constitutional. And the Republican Party, as we approach the convention, should not nominate Donald Trump. It is political suicide for the Republicans to nominate a man like that, who never commanded more than a plurality of the votes, regardless of the structure. The whole point of a political party convention is to do the same thing that the Electoral College does, which is to act as a circuit breaker in case the popular will goes bug nuts, which it seems to be doing this year. We need principled people in power who understand their oath to the Constitution and who will be willing to put their institution, their career, and themselves in harm's way in order to preserve, protect, and defend that Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, including the occasionally unwise popular will. Be well.